Hello friends, welcome to the new class. In this class, we will study the time response of a first order control system subjected to the ramp input. Now again start with the system response of a first order control system, that is output response will be equal to Rs multiply 1 by St plus 1. Now, if RT is equals to T, that is nothing but ramp input, then your Rs will be equal to 1 by S square. Okay. Substituting this value of Rs in above equation, we get C of S will be equal to 1 by S square multiply 1 by St plus 1, separating in partial fractions. Okay, so it becomes As plus B. Let us suppose this will be equal to S square plus C divided by St plus 1. Solving for this will be equal to 1 As plus B multiply St plus 1 plus C S square at S is equals to 0. This will gives you 1 is equals to B. This implies that B is equals to 1 when we put S is equals to 0 here. So one value is this one. Now second, that is at S is equals to minus 1 by T. See here what will happen to this equation, that is 1 equals to A minus 1 by T plus B minus 1 by T multiply T plus 1 plus C 1 by T square. This implies that is this will be 0 plus C by T square, or this will gives you C is equals to T square. Second value. And for third value, if we solve this equation, then 1 equals to A S square T plus AS plus BST plus B plus CS square, combining the square terms, that is AT plus C S square plus S times of A plus BT plus B. Comparing the coefficients of S square and S both sides, this will gives you A is equals to minus T from this term. Okay, so we can say that we can write this expression Okay, that is this expression. Let's rewrite this equation. That is C of S will be equal to AS plus B divided by S square plus C divided by ST plus 1, and this will be equals to 1 minus ST divided by S square plus T square divided by ST plus 1. If we expand this equation, we get 1 by S square minus T by S plus T times 1 by S plus 1 by T. Okay, so taking Laplace inverse, we get that is Laplace inverse of Cs will be equal to Ct, and this will gives you Laplace inverse of 1 by S square minus T by S plus T times 1 by S plus 1 by T, and this will be equal to T minus T plus T multiply e raised to power minus T by T. This is nothing but this is C of T, and this is your time response. Again the same thing, this will be equal to your transient response plus steady state response. Okay, that's why if we find out the error function in the output is given by that is E of S is equals to R of S minus C of S. Okay, so you can find out this as R of S is 1 by S square minus 1 by S square minus T by S plus T times 1 by S plus 1 by T. Okay, so we found it like this, that is T by S minus T divided by S plus 1 by T, and this is in time domain. You can easily calculate its, sorry, this is in S domain. You can also calculate this error function in time domain, that is in time domain. E of T will be equal to RT minus CT, where RT is nothing but T and CT is T minus T plus T into e raised to power minus T by T. You can see it from this equation, that is this one. So solving it, we get E of T is equals to T minus T times e raised to power minus T by T, and this is nothing but the Laplace inverse of this equation, that is this equation. Okay, this is the ET and this is your time ES. So if we see the steady state error, steady state error present at the output of a first order control system subjected to ramp input is given by, again you can use any of the method, that is you can use this time domain or frequency domain method. So let's see both simultaneously. This is your time domain. In time domain, steady state error ESS will be equal to limit t tends to infinity E of t, and this will be equal to limit t tends to infinity t minus t into e raised to power minus t by capital T. We will get the final result as t. Okay. Similarly, in Laplace domain, or you can say that in S domain, this steady state error ESS will be equal to limit S tends to 0 S ES. Okay, so here ES is this one, that is limit S tends to 0 S multiply T by S plus T by S plus 1 by T. Okay, so when we solve this equation, then again it will be T. Okay, it means the results remain same. So let's look the pictorial view or graphical view of this error and the response. Graphically, if we see the response, let us suppose this is your T here, and here we have to plot CT. Then if this is your RT, okay, suppose this is your RT, then response will looks like this. Like this. Okay, this is nothing but this is your C of T. Here in this case, the response will always lags by this time. Okay, this is your lagging time, because here in this case it is measured horizontally, that's why it is a time function. And if we see the error, then we find that there will always be error between the input and the current output at any instant, and this error will be equal to the maximum error, that is also known as your steady state error, and this will be equal to t. This difference will be equal to t here, and this lagging time will also be equal to t. Okay,